Hi again, and thank you for watching. In early 2021, I got my CDL. I've always had kind of a love for truck driving. I was able to give a presentation, and these clips are from a presentation that I gave at a conference in Italy about truck decoration. So after that, I decided I'm just gonna get my CDL. So these are some clips of the range and people sleeping, and here is a clip of me actually taking my test, and you can't really see that it's me in there, but I promise it is. So this is a Freightliner, and we learned in this truck and we took our test in the same truck. And it was actually a 12-speed, and you had to double clutch and all of the things that I was scared to do. I learned to do those things. Now, when I actually got my CDL though, I was in an automatic truck, which you shift gears by pushing a button. It's much easier, of course, but if you learn in the 12-speed, then you can definitely do an automatic. But here I am turning the corner like a pro. Actually, the most difficult part of the test was parallel parking. You have to follow really specific steps to be able to get it right. And if you miss any of the steps, you have to start all over again, or you basically fail. You have to fill out your logbook and do, I don't remember how many hours of driving, but it took like 2 weeks of driving. So we got very comfortable in the cab. And then as a celebration, we had donuts, and there's my shiny new CDL. So this is one of the things that I was excited about. In any truck stop, you get to go through the driver's entrance, which is in the back, and there's the key to the Volvo. This is the truck that I called home for many weeks. There's my co-driver filling out some paperwork. And this sign I thought was interesting because it's in English, Spanish, and Punjabi. And we took the road from California to points east several times. This is a manifest that talks about your load. And this load was a lot of pie. So we took a huge amount of pies across the country, and this mandatory snacks.
ਵੀਰ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਣ ਵੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਨੇ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਨੇ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ ਕੋਈ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਦਾਤਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੇਵੇਂ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਦਾਤਾ.
Again, my co-driver, probably mapping out where we're gonna go, and then when you're a driver and you have your fuel card, you get to shower basically for free. And they would leave little notes in there, and taking a shower in a truck stop might seem super sketch, but it's actually really nice and clean. And here's another one of the best parts of driving is the food. And there are so many Punjabi restaurants along the highways in the country, and you can stop and get lots of different Punjabi food. But if you can't, you have to get these other things, which aren't that healthy, but it's okay. So in this one, we're taking strawberries and vegetables across the country. There's my co-driver fueling, and a little graphic that I made. And here we parked overnight, so oftentimes you would have to park in these loading areas and just sleep, and there was time to do your paperwork. This was hanging from our rear view mirror. And like I said, in California, there are a lot of Sikh truck drivers and Hindu truck drivers, but mostly Sikh. And this was a really cool gas station, fuel station, out in California that had a cool mix of Indian items and California items all together. So it was a cool blend of cultures and some different spices. You could always buy fresh produce in California when you're driving through the area. There was these little roadside stands. The fields just go on forever. It's such a beautiful area of the country that a lot of people don't get to see very often. We actually made it to Sacramento, where his place is, and Poodle Sheets. This was on his wall, so we actually got to stay at his house instead of in the truck. And then we got to meet up with a couple of our friends, also truck drivers, and then another driver who showed us the interior of his awesome truck that he had been modifying for some time. There he is showing us his little mirror hanger there. It's a very beautiful Peterbilt. Here's a picture of a very long, tall bridge that went over this water. It was just 2-lane, and I wasn't driving, and I'm so glad, because this would have terrified me. And it actually did kind of terrify me because it was just so high up and it could be dangerous. Just like this road, which is one of the most dangerous. We went to my hometown to get some Hatch Green chili and then picked up some beer. And we had a trailer full of beer. We went to the coast and we got to see the ocean and see another restaurant that had sweets. This is my bed where I slept at the bottom because I didn't want to climb up. And then if you have the red light on your docking bay, you can rest assured that it's going to take some time. You can stop and have tea, a snack, and even a nap sometimes, but you have to keep an eye out, because when that light turns green, it means that you're loaded and you have to leave. Here's some more scenery that I got to see. Now, this is a Punjabi style horn installed in a Western truck. All the Punjabi food is out there on the highways. You have to go check that out for sure. Even if you're not a driver, go to the truck stops, eat the Punjabi food. You will have a smile on your face. Much like this. Here's a beautiful scene at night where we were parked and we met my friend Kaur at this truck stop. She stopped by and visited us. It was cool to meet her for the first time out on the road. And we picked up some pumpkin spice creamer, and on the way back we met his friend. We met him a couple of times, so that was one of them. And then there was a rainstorm in Oklahoma. We kept on going. And this is a stop at night. If you see that sign at night, that's your refuge. Then you can eat. And as you can see here, my co-driver was on the phone video chatting with his fiance, a lot of the time. And here are some more scenes from on the road and where we got to sleep at night. It's really cool to wake up in the mornings and see those scenes out in the fields. It's so beautiful, especially in California. I love that, and that's one of the things I miss a lot. But I had always dreamed about getting my CDL. I finally did it, and I had a really great experience. I recommend it to anybody that wants to travel and have a nice, interesting time. The scenery is almost as good as the food as far as draws, and that was my dream come true. If you like the video, please hit like and subscribe.